Hi, welcome to the World Silver Gods YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to discuss the silver coinage of Great Britain. Now, Great Britain has an ancient history of silver coinage, so it's really interesting to research and to find out more about it. And as I mentioned in previous vids, the biggest hurdle to finding larger amounts of this coinage that you can obtain economically is like shipping and just availability in general. Lots of times you can only just come across a couple coins, but there's enough out there that it can add up pretty quickly. And before you know it, you'll have a good amount of Great Britain silver coinage. Now, British coinage, all silver British coinage, is based on the pre-decimal format. So while you don't necessarily need to know how many pence are in a pound, which is 240 by the way, you do need to know what denominations are out there and which ones out there that are silver. And they are this. British coinage is denominated in pence, and the silver coinages that there are threepence, sixpence, shilling, 2 shilling, or florin, half crown, and crown. You almost never find crowns mixed in with mixed lots, but they do exist. But most of what you'll find is from 3 pence to half crown. Okay, and I'm gonna show each denomination. These are 3 pence coins. They're very small. They're about the size of a about the size of a half dime. If you're aware of U.S. coinage, they're very small, but they're silver. These are sixpences. They're pretty common. Most of the lots you'll see are this or higher. You don't usually encounter 3 pence or crowns, as I mentioned before. And I hope that these show up, because my last video on the Canadian coinage, I was not very happy with the way the coins looked. Okay. Next are shillings. They're about the size of a quarter, a U.S. quarter. These are 2 shillings, or florins, as they may also be called. Some say 2 shilling, and some say florin. There's His Majesty there. These are roughly the size of a half dollar, although it's not exactly, but they're about that size. And these are half crowns. These are the largest ones that you're likely to encounter. They're about the size, a little over a half dollar in size, so you don't have an exact size comparison, but so here's the relative sizes. Okay. Now, Finenesses. Okay. Okay. A good reference with European coinages is to keep in mind the World Wars, World War I and World War II. Those are good references for determining when they changed Finenesses or they altered, compositions. So that's this. I mean, they don't strictly follow that, but it's a good point to have in mind for all European coins. British coins in all denominations from before 1920 are sterling silver, which is 0.925. Before 1920, all these denominations, whether you may find them or not, are sterling. Okay? And from 1920 inclusive to 1946 inclusive are 0.5 fine, half silver. Okay. You're not likely to encounter much sterling coinage, and if you do, it's likely to be either numismatic or really worn. So most of what you're going to encounter is going to be 0.5 fine, but it is out there, even sterling, and it does add up for Great Britain. It does seem to be that the most common one you encounter is sixpence. It's about the size of a dime, and it just seems that people have the most of these, and that's probably likely what you're going to encounter most. If you can get the Florin or the 2 shillings or the half crown size, these are bigger sizes, and it just follows the apparent theory that larger coins just seem to sell better. So if you can find these at great prices, I definitely sort of lean towards these. But all of it I love. And just for a point of reference, if you're curious, this is it's not applicable now because Great Britain doesn't use pre-decimal coinage anymore. But 3p is 2 3p equal 1 sixpence. 2 sixpence equal 1 shilling. So a shilling is 12 pence. 2 shillings is obviously 2 shillings, so 2 of these. And a half crown is actually 2 shillings and 6 pence. So this coin is that amount of silver. So and there's 240 pence to the pound. So in the good old days, you could have accumulated this coinage and could have gotten pounds or sovereigns, gold sovereigns, which would be pretty nice to me. Sound pretty nice to me. But again, there's significant amounts of this coinage out there, but not a whole heck of a lot. And if you do, you got to be really careful of shipping, what the coins are in the lot, what the composition is. Are they all before 1947? And what's the wear? Are they really worn? So all things to factor. But again, you're going to make mistakes, but just stay the course and research, do your homework, know what you're buying, know what's out there, and you'll do okay. And that is Great Britain specifically. In the next video, we'll talk about Australian coinage, which is similar, but different enough that it's definitely worth checking out. So this is Great Britain silver coinage.